Cuidado con las cabezas. Buena suerte los dos y que den buen espectáculo. A la esquina, esperar la campana.
This is our main event of the evening. We started off the night, it was 76 degrees and beautiful. There's been a 10-degree temperature drop to 66 degrees.
No matter where the fight takes place, outside, indoors, mama's house, whatever. Get the job done tonight. That's your responsibility. And right now, I'm gonna say this right now. You know, if I'm the champion, Navarrete, and I see a fighter with 6 knockouts,
Yep.
do you think I'm gonna be deterred or scared to get hit with a guy with 6 knockouts? I know the punch that you don't see will hurt you, but I'm coming to get you right out the gate.
Yeah, I agree. Navarrete needs to let De Vaca know right away why he's the champion, why he has the buzz, and why he has the momentum. And De Vaca has to show that he belongs early in these first couple rounds to establish some respect.
You see De Vaca, he's saying, look, you're gonna see a new version of myself. I'm working with Manny Robles. The sparring has been hard here in Southern California. He knows what he has in Manny Robles. He pulled off that upset with Andy Ruiz against Anthony Joshua. There's that permeates in the gym, and sometimes that could be contagious.
Absolutely, and the experience. Ooh, right there, you see De Vaca getting caught with some nice punches coming from the champion. Navarrete, ooh, nice uppercut right there by Navarrete.
Navarrete said, look, man, people call me and tell me, look, it's not aesthetically pleasing. He's like, hey, I win, man. I've knocked out 15 of my last 17 opponents.
I wouldn't worry too much about that because you can see Navarrete's heart on his sleeve. People respect that. People honor that, especially trying to become another great Mexican warrior. I think he's fine just the way that he is. Work on your game. Go to the gym, but be who you are. Do what got you here.
The awkwardness is cleverness for him. That's what it works for him.
It's an asset.
There's fighters who basically make a career on being awkward and, you know, have great success with it. If he can do it and be unorthodox, why switch away from that?
It's easier for a guy who's fundamentally sound to face another fundamentally sound fighter. It's a lot harder for a fundamentally sound fighter to face an awkward guy like Navarrete.
Look at that nice short left uppercut coming from Navarrete. Nice little short. And he switches southpaw here. Now he goes back orthodox. And I'm talking about the champion, Navarrete.
You see that right hand from De Vaca trying to establish a little bit of respect. De Vaca's going to have a lot of fans here. As you can see, the people standing up, making the drive from Phoenix, Arizona, where he was a big local fixture because he couldn't leave the state much farther than California or Nevada.
You just see the difference in power right now. De Vaca will throw 4 or 5 punches to no avail, but then Navarrete will throw 1 or 2, and they land a lot harder and a lot heavier.
You see the right hand to the body from Navarrete as well. The jab from the world champion who then goes to the body. It's very systematic from Navarrete early on.
Navarrete, he's breaking him down to the body early, going downstairs, and also to the head with nice right crisp punches.
Let's find out what his trainer feels about that first round. And that's his cousin. No, he doesn't hit. It's all about you making the choice to go get him. Just relax. You're coming in well. Hey, when you are throwing your punch, he's thinking about coming back with something else. So just be very careful with that. All right, catch your wind. You're doing really well. Everything's good. Look at the mouthpiece. What'd you think of the instructions? Not much.
There wasn't much to the instructions. I mean, he's getting hit with some clean punches. I mean, you need to tell him to move his head and stop leaning forward. Getting hit with the uppercut from Navarrete. I mean, come on.
Hey, we get grumpy Tim every once in a while. What are you going to tell that boy? Like your dad, huh? Big Ray. He didn't play in that corner.
Man, listen to me. Right now, I'm just seeing Navarrete. He's just too strong for De Vaca. And I know De Vaca's having his moments, you know, coming back in spots. But, man, if he continues to land these hard punches on him, this fight's not going to go the distance.
Ray, what's it like when you get a fighter in front of you and say, okay, I just took his shot. because that's what seemed what Navarrete went to his corner and said, all right, man, if that's all he got, all right, I got him.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, and Navarrete is not the only one that knows that De Vaca can't hurt him. De Vaca knows that he can't hurt Navarrete, so that's bad news for De Vaca. And the bad news for De Vaca is that Navarrete is a rhythm fighter. He starts to kind of warm up after 2 or 3 rounds. He looked pretty warm in that first round, so that spells bad news for De Vaca.
And I'm going to get this out of the way so that I don't have to do it again. I'm going to give you the entire name of Navarrete's opponent. It's Francisco Panchito el Centenario Cabeza de Vaca. I'll give you $100 if you can repeat that, Tim.
Bruh, it's not happening.
He's going to beat De Vaca tonight.
No shot at all.
He's going to beat De Vaca tonight.
Hey, De Vaca has success right now. He's scoring right now to the body of Navarrete.
Yeah, but Navarrete just answered with a big right hand.
You see the left hook from Navarrete downstairs, the left hook up top from Cabeza de Vaca.
But Navarrete he's doing a veteran move. He's wasting the right uppercut just to get De Vaca looking at it, and then he's ripping the left hook down to the body. Veteran move, nice stuff from Navarrete.
Veteran move and a weight transfer to get power on that right hand.
Yes.
It's great.
I mean, one of the hardest things you could do for a young fighter, and you know, Navarrete's only 24, is to get them to not be robotic, to be able to start with a different look every single time, and Navarrete's doing that early on.
Well, the first thing that Manny Robles has to do with De Vaca is try to settle him down. Right now, he's got nerves. He's kind of looking like a deer in the headlights. He's not letting his offense go. He's getting hit. His nose is starting to bleed. There's a lot going wrong for the young fighter early in this fight. It's only the second round.
Navarrete is a volume puncher with a 72-inch reach.
Down goes De Vaca here in round 2 of his world title challenge.
5. Está bien. 6. 7, 8. Box.
Can Navarrete finish the fight early on? That's what he's thinking, and De Vaca, he's thinking about survival right now, Tim.
He definitely is thinking about survival, but if he was thinking about survival, he would have took that 8 count. Take that knee, take the 8 count, recover, breathe, get air into your lungs, into your body. Just don't get straight up.
Let's follow Francisco De Vaca over to the corner with Manny Robles will have the instructions.
Siéntate.
Sit down.
¿Cómo te sientes?
How do you feel? I'm good.
Good? Hold on. Let me take care of that nose.
Bleeding a lot.
Hey, you got a jab first. You're walking in, you hear me? Jab him and take your steps back.
Go ahead, man. Hey, todo bien. Digo, hay que tener precaución, hay que estar cerrado y hay que mover la cintura.
Yeah, you gotta
no
move
te
your
quedes
waist. Come on,
frontal.
you can't just be right in front of it.
Ponme la mano de frente, tapa y contesta. Tápalo.
You've got to counter and go after him. All right, let's take a look, guys, at how he was dropped here in round number 2.
Look at it. You know what? De Vaca right there is just sitting, both hands straight up in the middle. What do you do when a guy has his hands straight up in the middle? You split the guard with uppercuts. 2 uppercuts. You know, that's an awkward combination right there. 2 uppercuts back to back.
With a short overhand right hand that dropped De Vaca right where he stood.
My goodness.
Beautiful short right hand. Navarrete.
But to start it with 2 uppercuts, Dre, that's a beautiful combination right there.
Uppercut.
Wow, it's good stuff from Navarrete.
That's about the longest lead uppercut you'll ever see. 122-pounder with a 72-inch reach. Can you imagine what's going to happen, how dangerous he'll be when he finally learns how to use his distance?
Yeah, other opponents don't even want to think about that part as he switches southpaw, and now he's setting up that left hook that connects twice to the chin of Francisco De Vaca. And here you see the onslaught of punches of Navarrete. This is a guy who threw 160 punches in 1 round, the 12th round of the dog bait fight. I mean, this guy can throw it in bunches.
I'm letting you know right now, if I'm the trainer of De Vaca right now, I'm throwing in the towel to my young fighter. He's young. He don't need to be taking this type of punishment right now. That's the rhythm you were talking about, Ward. That's the rhythm.
Up right now. Navarrete's throwing vicious shots to the body, overhand shots to the head, uppercuts. What we saw from De Vaca early in the round was his last stand. Navarrete answered him, and now it's getting real ugly for De Vaca.
And he squared up, Dre. Somebody needs to save this young man. He's going to get hurt.
It won't be long. It won't be long.
Oh, man.
Vicious shots from Navarrete.
Navarrete landing as expected against a fighter who didn't have a chance to knock him out in this fight in De Vaca. He's putting on a valiant effort, but you guys are right. Manny Robles is looking in.
Man.
He's not going to let his guy take too much punishment, but
That body shot hurt De Vaca right there. Right back to the head from Navarrete.
it's pick your poison time.
Listen, it's unnecessary punishment right now. And the reason why the ref is not stopping in and stepping the action is
That's it.
because De Vaca is fighting back. And he finally decides to step in and stop this action.
If nobody else is going to do it, that is the job of Raul Caiz Sr. Undercard, September 14th. Take a look at the
You
end of
see
the fight.
combos from Navarrete. He's in his zone right now. He's throwing right hands to the back of the ear, to the chin. He's going uppercuts, body shots right there. That was a sneaky body shot that just landed. Then we see De Vaca. He's just holding on. This is all heart right here from De Vaca. But Navarrete's right where he wants to be. He knows he's got his opponent yielding. It's just a matter of time, like I said. Navarrete was in his zone. He got warmed up, and he's a whirlwind, and he let those punches go. And De Vaca just took a lot of punches. He probably took about 30 or 40 shots. He didn't really land anything. That's a lot of punishment for only 3 rounds of fighting from De Vaca.
Yes, it is.
A lot of
Nose
punishment.
bleeding. Yep, nose bleeding. And you see, it's not pretty. What we see from Navarrete, it's not pretty at all.
I like it.
But it's effective.
I like it.
It's effective. He's long.
This game is about
and he's
getting your
dangerous.
hand raised, winning belts, defending belts for as long as you
Yeah.
can, making as much money as you can, and getting out with your faculties intact. And Navarrete, if he stays the course, hopefully he's on his way to doing that.
And the great question here is how long can he hold on at 122 pounds? Because
Yeah.
he's a big boy,
Yes.
5'7", long
dangerous.
arm.
But the beautiful thing about Navarrete is he's got a power-packed 122-pound division, but there's also a red-hot featherweight division.
Yes.
So whether he stays or goes, he's got big fights up ahead.
He's good. He's good in either direction.
All right, Jimmy Lennon Jr. has the official time of the stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 54 seconds in round number 3. A referee in charge, Raul Caiz Sr. stops the contest. He is the winner by way of knockout and still the WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Emanuel Vaquero Navarrete.
Emanuel Navarrete stepped into this building knowing he needed a big performance. The great Mexican legends have come here to make a name for themselves with knockouts. He did that tonight. He will speak with Christina Poncher when we return.